I've got the biggest stash to show you. March has been a bit of a bumper month for collecting more fabric and paraphernalia, so let's crack on. I'm Julie, this is Julie Sauter on Clothes. Okay, I am gonna start with fabrics. The pile is too big for me to lift, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start from the beginning of March through till now. Excuse me if I sound a little bit nasally. I've been quite poorly this week. I picked up more than fabric at the Stitch Fest, let's just say that, and I've had a bit of a dodgy week, but let's crack on. So I will start with what I picked up on the swaps table whilst I was on the sewing retreat. So I picked up 2 fabrics, which I thought was pretty good because I took about 10 fabrics with me and I didn't bring any of it home. So the first one that I picked up was from Sam, and this is a gorgeous spring coloured cotton. I have a couple of meters of this and I think it would look fabulous in a pair of maybe cropped wide leg trousers for the summer, maybe a little ruffle, a little skirt with, I don't know, a nice little top. It's just beautiful colours and really lovely. And I will say, because I was outed on Kate's vlog the other day, I have washed all my fabrics. I've washed the lot, okay? I know I have been guilty in the past of sewing up fabric before it's gone through the wash and just making it slightly bigger, but I've done the right thing and I've washed it all. Okay, so the next fabric I picked up from the swaps table, I'm not sure if this is Lady McElroy or if it is Fabric Godmother. I can't quite remember, but this was put on the swaps table by Kate from Ripper Seams, and it's a beautiful spring fabric. It's very lightweight. It feels like, I don't know what the fabric is, I must ask her actually. It feels like a very fine cotton. It's very drapey. It might be a viscose actually. It's very drapey and beautiful spring colours. I mean, this is definitely a contender for a Sew April blouse. And my next video, I will share with you what I am planning to make for Sew April blouse. So that's definitely a fabric to use for that. Then we had our visit to Also Crafty warehouse, where I picked up a gorgeous viscose. Actually, Sequin Girly picked up a gorgeous viscose, and I was sort of overwhelmed by all of the fabrics. I'd chosen one fabric because I just couldn't decide, and I saw Sam at the till with this and I was like, oh, that's so lovely. And I made a grab for what was left. So there was a metre of it left. Unfortunately, Christine spotted it as well, but I managed to get there. I managed to get there first. And I got this beautiful viscose, again, an April blouse fabric. But Sam then toddled off and come back with another metre. So I have 2 metres. Now, I think this would make a beautiful Nephilim blouse, and I've made the Nephilim blouse with the plain neckline. I think I want to try the little ruffle collar, and I'll share more of that with you in due course. This fabric caught my eye as soon as we started walking around Also Crafty, and I maybe walked by it 4 or 5 times before I thought, pick it up and have it. It's a gorgeous pink and grey with a little bit of white check. It's relatively lightweight. woven fabric, and I think this would make a lovely shacket. Now, it's not exactly shacket weather at the moment. We are definitely heading into warmer spring days, although today is a little bit chilly. Yesterday was very bright and sunny. This may sit in my stash for a little while. But yeah, I got 2.5 meters of this lovely fabric to make a shacket with. And then, whilst we were on the retreat, one of the Southern sewcial girls texted their group chat and said, Sarah, Simple Life Fabrics had a fabric sale. We all went straight online and started purchasing fabrics because it was very inexpensive. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 beauties. So let me show you. The first is a Nerida Hansen. Actually, Sam made a lovely top from this. And you know, when you see a fabric and you don't really fancy it and then you see it made up, it just looks stunning on Sam. So I did get myself 2 meters. I think I got 2 meters of this gorgeous cotton poplin, I believe it is. Beautiful colours, nice and bright. 100% taken me from the world of green that I seem to have been stuck in during the majority of 2024. I then picked up, again, Sam had made a self-draft. Did she make a self-drafted skirt in this fabric? It's another Nerida Hansen. It's a colour I do not usually go for. I have very little in this colour, but I just thought it looked stunning. I was watching that baby getting sewn up and thought, that fabric's something else. So I picked up a couple of meters of this lovely cotton. Would make a lovely shirt. Patina blouse, maybe. I then went for a couple of knits. And I got this gorgeous fabric. Nice and spring, summer-like colours. But actually, you know, not all of our spring and summer days are warm, so it's nice to have something to pull off on a chilly evening or a cooler day. This is French terry, I think. It's poppy. Yeah, it is. It's a poppy fabrics called Flowers. I've got a feeling they did this in a few different colourways, but look, purples again, with lovely pinks and oranges in there. So, and a lovely kind of corny blue. It's coming up darker than it actually is. The blue is like a cornflower blue. Love that. Love that. Again, got a couple of meters of that. I'm thinking like a Billy sweatshirt. I've got a few Billy jumper dresses, but I've not got the jumper, so I'm gonna potentially make the Billy maybe a t-shirt or something with that. And then the last one was in the remnant section. Now, the next day, Christine was looking on the website and went to put this fabric in her shopping basket, and it had already gone because I'd already bought it the day before. So that's twice that Christina looked out on fabrics, and twice I managed to get in first. But this is a beautiful kind of autumn colours, I think. But it's a fleece back sweatshirt in fabric. It's got a decent amount of stretch in it, but the colours I think are just gorgeous. Again, I think that one might have to sit in the stash for a little while, but I'm glad I picked that up because they were literally silly prices. I can't even remember. I've got that much fabric since we were on the retreat. I can't remember what I paid for it, but I know it was a bargain. I then arrived home and my Beyond the Pink Door subscription box arrived, and I have this most beautiful, stunning viscose. It's a stretch viscose. I'm sure you've seen it. It's a digital print. It's called Rosella Stretch. It's got it the wrong way. I'm trying not to open everything because there's a lot here that I've got to then refold, but it has a fabulous amount of stretch in it. Now I'm thinking that would make a beautiful oh, what's it called? I'm actually making one at the minute. The Paper Theory ZD jumpsuit. So I am making a woven one. This is a bit more stretchy. I think that's what this might end up as if I've got enough of it. Yeah, put that down there, shall we? Okay, Frocktails then happened, and we went, Chris and I took a little visit to the Royal Williams Yard on the morning of Frocktails, and we visited Liz's store, which is Make Fabrics Boutique, that's what it's called. And I went maybe about 11:30 in the morning before everyone started arriving, because I wanted to spend the day with Chris, but I also wanted to go and visit the shop and show a little bit of support. I bought 2 fabrics and some buttons. So the first fabric I picked up, I've been eyeing this up for a little while actually, and Lizzie put a discount out for everyone who arrived at her shop that was going to Frocktails. So I got a nice little discount on it, and it is the Fabric Godmother Jess denim, cowboy style denim. It is gorgeous. I got 4 meters. I've already made a pair of aisle jeans with this. They are up at the house. I will show you in my next video my makes and my spring plans, but I have enough here to make a jacket. Now I can't see myself wearing the jacket and the jeans together. I mean, it's quite a full-on fabric, but I just love it, and it is such good quality, so nice to work with. I really love that. And actually found a little trick for top stitching that I didn't know about. Maybe you do, but I'll share that with you when I show you the top stitching on my aisle jeans with this fabric. So that was my first purchase at Make Fabric Boutique, and whilst I was on a roll with the denim, because I couldn't decide between the Jess and the chocolate brown Fabric Godmother denim, I got both. And I actually made a pair of saguaro trousers with this and wore them at the Stitch Fest last weekend. So I will show you those trousers. I also made a lovely little pearl cardigan from Tilly and the Buttons to go with it, and I will share all of that in my next make. But that is, again, I've got enough. I bought 2.5 meters of this. I definitely have enough to make a little, I want to make a little a skirt with popper fastenings down the front, like a little denim skirt with poppers down the front. And I may have enough to make a bestie bag as well. I'd like to make the bestie bag with either that or the Jess fabric, or maybe a combination of both, depending on what I've got left when I finished using both those fabrics for garments. And that takes me swiftly on to the Stitch Fest last week, where I had a fabulous day with 2 lovely ladies Kirsty has been coming to Stitch Fest with me. This is the 3rd year that we've been. And this year we had Erin come along with us, and that was her first experience of anything kind of sewing related. She's doing a project for her GCSEs. She's making a garment, and yeah, she's been raiding my stash, and I've been helping her out, and I asked if she wanted to come along to Stitch Fest with us. I think she had a great time. She certainly had a little bag full of goodies to take home with her too. But I definitely had some goodies. So I'm going to share with you what I got. The first 2 fabrics, that's it. I picked up 2 fabrics, but they were fabrics to have and not to walk away from. The first is a beautiful fabric from Pigeon Wishes. I will put the name of the fabric here. I can't remember what it's called. It's got a special name. I can't remember what it was called. But this is it. I have this beautiful fabric. It's very lightweight. I think I want to make a dress with it. I was thinking the lyra, I'll have to recut the lyra because the arms are a little bit tight on me. But I think once I've done that, this would make a fabulous lyra. I have 2 lots of it, all laundered, all ready to get on that cutting table and stitched up for spring and summer. I don't know, it reminds me of a summer's day. It kind of rhubarb crumble. Makes me think of rhubarb crumble, them colours together. Beautiful, beautiful fabric. Really looking forward to wearing that soon. And the next fabric, it's my 60th this year. And it's also the 150th celebration for Liberty Fabrics. I've kind of got in the habit of picking up a little bit of Liberty's fabric at Stitch Fest, and last week was no exception. I went for their retoiled fabric, one of their retoiled fabrics that is part of their anniversary celebration, and here it is. This Tanner Lawn. For me, it's the kind of Liberty fabric that isn't really their standard Liberty fabric. It's just beautiful. I think it's upside down. Yes, it is. It's upside down. Let me show you that the right way up. There it is in all its stunning glory. It's buttery soft. I got 3 meters of this, and I want to make myself something for my birthday with this fabric. But at the moment, I don't know what that something is. So if you have any suggestions of what I could do with 3 meters of this, in terms of how wide it is, it's 3 meters long. And it is it's relatively narrow. See how relatively narrow it's, it's a fair width. It's a fair width for a beautiful fabric. It's so light. I am really loving this. So please, any suggestions what I could make as my birthday outfit? I don't mind if it's a dress, a blouse, trousers. I'm really open to any suggestions that show off the beauty of this fabric. I just think it's stunning, and yeah, help me decide what to make with it, if you don't mind. So they were the fabrics. from Stitch Fest. Sorry, I've got a pile now that I'm moving my chair around, so I'm tripping over it. I then have a lot of Habby stuff to share. Oh, I did have from Frocktails a foiled line prize. I had a £15 voucher that has been spent, and it has been gifted to someone really special who has been really lovely to me. And yeah, so that I believe is well, it's sitting in a holding place waiting for said person to collect that fabric. So that prize, it is a pattern, a sewing pattern. Was there anything else from, before I go on to all the Habby stuff from the Stitch Fest, I won a little gift from Alison, so I like Dotty, and it is a baby lock pack. Now I was like super excited when my name popped up to see I'd won a prize, and then like I haven't got a baby lock. Am I going to get a lot of stuff that I won't be able to use? But no, I will show you what I got in my baby lock goodie bag. I have a notepad. Who doesn't need a notepad? I could have done with one to write down what I'm sharing with you now. I have some sewing threads. They're like a plummy purpley colour. Ta-da! Great for the overlocker. I have a super little tin. It is full of mints, but once them mints are gone, I think that's a great little tin to put little pins in for sewing social events. I've also got this. I think is really handy. It is a measure, but it's in its own little case, and that again I think would be great for travel and sew days. I have a baby locker pen. I have a baby lock lanyard. I'm always breaking my work lanyards. I have a needle minder. It's a baby lock needle minder. It's got this little cover on it. I didn't know what this was actually when I first saw it, but I was trying to open it and then realised actually I was trying to open it here, and it's a magnet inside, and it's for your needles. Can always use them in various places depending on what I'm up to. And then I have this really cute shopping trolley release. So you put that in your shopping trolley and releases it from all the other shopping trolleys. But I think it is a super cute one to go on my keyring and to use for when I am shopping. So yes, they were my bonus gifts, if you like, from Alison. Thank you so much, Alison. That was I actually had forgotten about that competition, and then my name come up and I was like, whoa, I won something here. So I was really chuffed to receive that in the lovely little baby lock bag. And so too the items from Stitch Fest. I did go and visit Purple Stitches. So I keep dropping things on the floor. I bought some bag bits and bobs, standard bag bits and bobs, zipper pulls. I did get some webbing for a bag. Now I think this might go really lovely with my new bestie bag in that lovely brown, chocolate brown fabric. There you go. It's got a lovely gold and leopard print on the side. I also picked up Oh gosh, I'm finding bits from all kinds of places now. Oh, I did pick up a embroidery kit. I've never embroidered anything, but I look at them every time I go to Stitch Fest and was convinced to give it a go. Apparently it is beginner friendly, but it looks very detailed to me. We shall see, but I decided to pick up that. I also got myself a Vario creation tool. Again, you know, these have been so popular. I do think I will get a lot of use out of it, you know. And at the CLC stand, which is where I purchase my Year Zero pattern printing, they are based not far from me here in Essex. They were selling off a lot of their prim stock. And I did buy some from them when I put a printing order in at the end of February, and I got a couple of rotary cutters, really reasonably priced. And I picked up for, now this is £5.99, I picked it up for £1. These are all the studs and poppers that work with the tool. So got the Primvario tool, got a load of poppers. Already got a load of poppers, got a lot more poppers. But they're, I mean, I don't know who decides whether you use one for an anorak. That's £10. I got that for £1. That's an anorak one. I mean, does it need to? I think they will be really nice on the little denim skirt that I'm planning to make. Sport and camping. I think you could use that for a garment as well. So I've got quite a few of them. I picked up a couple of sewing patterns at the Stitch Fest. One of them I've been thinking about purchasing for quite some time. I kind of got inspired to buy it because I'd made the Stylark Harriet jacket for the Plymouth Frocktails. So I have a very nice jacket. I don't have many casual jackets, so I purchased the Ilford jacket from Friday Pattern Company. And to see Chelsea at Stitch Fest, for me, I think that topped up my day. It was just, I've learned to sew with Chelsea. She has taught me to sew because her sew-alongs I have been using since I very first started sewing. Her patterns I've been using since I very first started sewing. So she's kind of been integral to my journey in the world of being a sewist. And I had to pick something up from her stand. And I also had to get a couple of her stickers, you know. I don't know if that'll go on my car, but I really like it. That's definitely going up in the sewing room somewhere. And I have the little Diddy one somewhere, if I can find it, that potentially will go on my sewing machine. If you know, you know. They are on all of the sewing patterns from Chelsea, and I just love it. Little seam ripper buddy. And yeah, I was really chuffed that she came to England to join us at the Stitch Fest. I did pick up something that I've been looking for online for quite a while. Now, I looked many times and found them, and then found they were out of stock. But I managed to find a pair of these, are they called duckbill scissors? So some of the girls were using these when we were on retreat, and they are so useful when you need to cut your seam down graded. I now have a pair. I'm really looking forward to trying them out. I also bought some Pigeon Wishes buttons. And what else did I pick up? I've got a feeling, oh, this rather decorative little bit of gold. I don't know what to call it. I can't get it out. Can I get it out? Let me show you what it is. I think that would look nice down the side of a pair of, I don't know. I just had to pick it up. It, you know, I like the magpie. The shiny got to me and I had to get it. It's just a little bit of decorative edging for, I don't know, maybe a go faster stripe or something on a garment. So I did get that. I've got a feeling that might be it. I do have some other bits hanging around, like I've got stickers. Oh, I did buy the 77 bi-monthly subscription, which is all the bag paraphernalia, and I did get some bits and bobs in that, like little stickers. I got 99 problems, but a stitch ain't one. There's a few bits. There's quite a few bits like that, actually. Little baggy bits. Baggy bits. You know what I'm saying now, don't you? I don't know where these come from, I've got to admit. I don't know if I bought them at Stitch Fest or if they were in one of the goodie bags that I picked up. Oh, they might have been from Frocktails. This is definitely from Frocktails, and actually now that I've got that, now that I've got my embroidery kit, I could use these to test out, trialing some of these stitches before I get stuck into that. I have the Go Faster stripe from Prim. I have a lovely little stick-on badge. I did pick up the Dressmaker's DIY badge from Tilly and the Buttons. I also bought, well, I didn't buy it. Kirsty bought a pattern. They were doing a deal for 2 patterns. Kirsty bought a pattern and I had my eye on this, so she bought them both together and got the deal. It is the new Tilly and the Buttons V-neck woven, designed for woven sewing pattern, beginner friendly. It's the Samara, and there you can see there are 2 different lengths, different sleeve options. So yeah, we'll be giving that a try soon. Love a bit of Tilly and the Buttons. I'm going to go and take another couple of tablets. I'm gonna have a cup of tea and I'm gonna put my feet up, and I will catch up with you soon. Take care.